Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you're joining from. Welcome to Open Source Friday. It's Friday! We made it. We made it. I don't know about you, but I had a very long week. Yet, it felt really short and that I didn't do everything I needed to. But what's up, Mickey Melendez? Welcome to the stream. Is this lit? It is the litest. Thanks for being here. This is Open Source Friday, a show sponsored by GitHub, where we get to talk to the maintainers, the contributors, the creators, and the community that fuels this amazing ecosystem that is open source and that we all depend on, especially now more than ever. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sup, Simon? Yeah, I learned how to use Remotion. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of myself. It's really cool. It was really cool. Let's see what else. Do something with AI. We're doing everything with AI, my friend. Welcome. Welcome, 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 Mokhtar. Welcome. Let's go, Neri Maravachi. Welcome, welcome. It's great to have you all here. I am so excited for this guest that we have today because not only is he absolutely goated at everything that he does, and he's created this incredible project that has so many stars, y'all. But just casually, he like ships things like, oh yeah, I made this thing for a friend. And now it's like something that I'm using every single time I gotta record something because it's that epic. So he is fantastic. He's a GitHub star, a great technologist and creator. And we are so lucky to have you today, Mr. F. Welcome.
Hello, Andrea. How are you doing?
I am so happy to be here. We got friends from everywhere joining, from Turkey, from Sao Paulo.
Wow.
So great. Where are you located? I forgot to ask you where you were based.
I'm based in Turkey, Istanbul.
Okay, so it's very late. You are finishing your
Yeah.
Friday here with us today.
Yeah.
Thank you. Amazing. Look, friends from Oakland, from India. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you for joining us. I know like I get to interact with you a little bit because obviously you are a GitHub star and you're always building such fun things. But today we're gonna talk about one of those projects that's I don't know how old is prompts that AI. Like it's a it's not that old, right? Because but it does have like a very like a lot of stars in GitHub.
It's actually 4 years old.
It's 4 years old. So you
Yeah.
were doing this before everybody else got
Ac-
excited
yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Actually, it started when after a week, ChatGPT appeared.
How about that? Amazing. And
Yeah.
before I mean I can share your screen as well so that we can have the site there. But I think oh it looks like you have something prepared for us. So should I just give you the floor? Because I'm here to learn from you too. So please,
Yeah.
please, please,
Yeah.
please. And then friends, don't be shy, of course. 100% this is the best stream that I do because it's my favorite second to Jueves de Quack because I get to speak in Spanish but we're here all to learn. If you have questions, don't be shy. Post them in the chat. I'll read it out later. But let's give some big thunder lightning bolts in the chat to our friend F. Thank you for being here and let's learn about Prompts.chat.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrea. Well, let me prepare my presentation. Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm really excited, by the way. Um, I'm a bit stressed. So sorry for this again. I really appreciate you taking your time. So today I want to talk about something. As we mentioned, I've been working on it for a few years now. It's called Prompts.chat, and I want to explain what it is, why I built it, and honestly, why I think prompts are more important now than they've ever been. There is an idea that AI is getting so smart that we don't need prompts anymore. I hear that a lot, but I think the opposite is true, and I want to show you why. So let's get into it. But before, let me introduce myself. Andrea already introduced me, thanks to her. But I want to explain a bit more. My name is Fatih Kadir Akın. I'm a software developer from Istanbul. I'm currently working as a DevRel manager at Teknasyon. I've been coding for like 20 years or something. I don't know, a long time. I wrote mostly JavaScript, some Ruby. Actually, I touched a bit of everything. And I'm also a GitHub star, which is kind of cool. GitHub has this program where they recognize developers who are doing interesting things in open source. Well, and back in December 2022, when ChatGPT first came out, I created this repository called Awesome ChatGPT Prompts. I'll tell you more about that in a second, but I also wrote a book about the prompting, the interactive book of prompting, actually, which is on Gumroad right now. So yeah, prompts have been my thing for a while now. It's kind of my obsession at this point. Okay, I'm gonna tell about this story and how this all start. Well, it was actually super simple. When ChatGPT first launched, I think it was late November 2022. I was just playing around with it like everyone else, and I was trying different prompts, and some of them worked really well. So I thought, I don't know if you remember, but the first version of ChatGPT don't have that didn't have the history thing. So I was trying different prompts, and some of them worked really well. So I thought, okay, why don't I put these into a GitHub repo so other people can use them too? So I made a repo called it's Awesome ChatGPT Prompts, because awesome repos were popular, and it was really just a README file with some useful prompts. Actually, there was nothing fancy, but then something crazy happened. People started sharing it on Twitter, on Reddit, on Hacker News, and it started to get stars, and people started to share it. Even the Greg Brockman from OpenAI shared it, and it was like a boom moment for me. So, and it just kept growing and growing, and at some point I realized, okay, this is not just a README file, and people just need a real platform for this, and that's how Prompts.chat was born. Here is the full history timeline. Actually, so as I said, it started in December 2022, and it was a README file. Then it went viral, and we hit like 100,000 stars, which was insane for me. And and these times I published my book as well, and lots of contributors started coming from all over the world to the repo. And then in 2024, I did a big UI refresh. I created, it was a README file and it was unusable, kinda. So I created a new UI with search feature, etc. And so step by step, I created this as a product. And in now 2026, I added some skills, MCP integration, type prompts, the iOS app, and it's become a real ecosystem right now. Yeah, it's pretty wild for me. Well, let's talk about some numbers. I think it tells the story. 145K stars so far, and it's counting. And that makes it one of the most starred repositories in the entire AI category, and also in the GitHub as well. And there are more than 1,000 community contributed prompts, 300 contributors, people from all over the world, and there are so many forks, as you can see. Actually, I want to be clear about something. This is not my project. I mean, I started it, but this is a community project. These numbers represent thousands of people who cared enough to contribute, to share their knowledge, to help others to get better at talking to AI. That's what makes it this special for me. It's not one person, it's a collective effort. Well, why do prompts still matter? I know some of you are guys probably thinking AI is getting smarter every day, models are getting bigger, they understand more context. So why do we still need prompts? Well, here's the thing. We are now entering what people call the agentic era, right? AI agents, software that can act on its own, make decisions, use tools, browse the web, write code. These agents are actually amazing, but here's the catch. They still need instructions. They need someone to tell them what to do, how to do, and what the boundaries are. Actually, those are the instructions, and which are the prompts. The quality of prompt directly determines the quality of what the agent does. Bad prompt brings bad result. Good prompt brings great result. Actually, it's too simple. Yeah, as I mentioned, and people ask me, Fatih, isn't AI getting smart enough that we don't need prompts anymore? Prompts.chat is a bit obsolete right now. And I always smile and say the same thing. No, absolutely not. Think about it this way. Unless you have a smart person in the world sitting in the room and a genius, his IQ is like off the charts, but you don't tell them what to work on, right? You don't give them a task, you don't give them any context. What happens? It's nothing. They just sit here. Yeah, they might be brilliant, but without a direction, they are useless. It's the same with AI, actually. A very powerful model with no instruction is just an expensive idle machine. So the prompt is what turns potential into action. Well, okay, just a water. Think about what an AI agent actually needs to know to do its job. It needs to know what tools I am allowed to use. Can I browse the web? Can I run the code? Can I send emails? Actually, it needs to know the limits. What should I not do? What are my boundaries? It needs to know how to format the output, which is very important to me. Should I give a JSON response, a Markdown document? Actually, as maybe a simple yes or no, right? And it needs to know the tone. Should I be formal, casual, technical, friendly, or whatever? All these things come from prompts, every single of them. And prompts are not just the question you ask to AI. Prompts are the entire control layer, actually. They are the configuration, the rules, the personality, the constraints. Without good prompts, agents are unpredictable. With good prompts, they are actually powerful enough. Well, where actually this is where it gets really interesting, because we are not just talking about big models here. You know, the GPTs, the Cloudy, Geminis, blah blah. These frontier models with hundreds of billions of or even trillions of parameters. Those models are pretty forgiving. You can give them a so-so prompt, and they will still figure out, right? But what about the small language models, SLMs, the ones that run on your phone, your laptop, or your Raspberry Pi, models with 2 billion, 3 billion, 8 billion parameters. There are many of them in Hugging Face, I guess. These models are the future of the edge computing. They are private, they are fast, they don't need the cloud, but they are small. And because they are small, they need really, really good prompts. They can't guess what you mean. You have to be precise, and that's exactly what Prompts.chat helps with. Let me show this chart, because I think it makes the point really clear. On the left, you have the big models, trillions of parameters. Their need for prompt quality is moderate. They can handle vague instructions, but look what happens as you go to right, smaller and smaller models. 70 billion, 8 billion, 3 billion, 2 billion parameters. The bar gets bigger and bigger. The smaller the model, the more it depends on prompt quality. So if you are building something that runs on a phone or in a car or on an embedded device, and a lot of companies are doing this right now, you need prompts that are tested, proven, optimized, not just something you wrote in 5 seconds. And that's what's actually our community provides. Well, let me put it in another way. Big models have what I like to call common sense, in quotes of course, because it's not real common sense, but they have seen so much data, they can fill the gaps. If your prompt is a bit vague, then they can figure out what you probably meant. Small models don't have that luxury. They have seen less data, they have fewer parameters, less room to store patterns. So when you give them a vague prompt, they get confused. They hallucinate more. They give you weird outputs. But here's the exciting part. With the right prompt, a 3 billion parameter model can do things that would have required a 70 billion parameter model just a year ago. That's the power of prompt engineering, I believe. And Prompts.chat is basically a library of these battle-tested, optimized prompts that help small models as well punch way above their weight. Okay, let me shift gears a bit and talk about the community, because I think that is actually the most important part. Nobody learns how to talk to AI alone. I mean, you can try for sure, but you will be reinventing the wheel every time. When we share prompts openly, when we put them into a public place where anyone can find them, copy them, modify them, we are accelerating everyone's learning. It's like open source, right? It's early days of programming. Everyone was writing their own sorting algorithms. Now nobody does that. You use a library. I think prompts are going the same way. Why write your own prompt from scratch when sorry, why write your own prompt from scratch when someone has already written and tested one that works great? That's the philosophy behind Prompts.chat. It's the open source movement, but for human AI communication. I think that's a really beautiful idea as an open source person. Okay, what we are actually building here is something pretty special. We are building the largest open source open collection of human AI interaction patterns in the world. Think about that for a second. Every prompt on Prompts.chat has been written by a real person, tested in real situations, and often improved by other community members. It's peer reviewed, it's versioned. We keep track of the challenge like GitHub, actually the Git. Someone once told me it's like Wikipedia, but for prompts. And I think that's actually a pretty good comparison. Actually, I believe it's GitHub better example, not Wikipedia, but same. It's collective intelligence. It's thousands of people pooling their knowledge about how to talk to AI efficiently. And that knowledge is free, open, and available to everyone. Okay, let me talk about some features I built. And I want to start with one of that I'm really proud of, typed prompts. You probably never heard of it. But so here's the problem. Natural language is messy, right? When you write a prompt, you might say, give me a summary, but what does that mean? How long? What format? What should be included? It's ambiguous. So what we did is we added structured prompts. With typed prompts, you can define inputs, what variables the prompt needs. You can define the output format. You can set constraints. It's like giving prompts a type system. And the cool thing is, because they are structured, you can now execute them programmatically through APIs. You can build applications on top of them. You are not just copy pasting text anymore. You are using prompts as actual building blocks. This is really a big deal for developers. Here's an example. I hope it's pretty visible. Okay, this is a Times Prompt SDK. You can install it by npm install prompts.chat. It's a package as well. So on the left side, you can see the code. We are using the image builder from Prompts.chat package. And look how clean is this. You call image, then you chain methods, subject, environment, shot, lens, angle, and lighting, time of the day, medium. It reads like English, but it's fully typed TypeScript. Because, TypeScript. Look at the right side. This is what happens when you make a mistake. Someone typed ultra zoom as a shot type, but that's not a valid value. Or you can just write something not, not right, and it will be a type error. And TypeScript immediately catches it at build time, not in the runtime. So you get a clear error. Ultra zoom is not assignable to type shot type. Actually, you can extend them as well. because TypeScript allows it. And it even tells you the valid options. This is type safety for prompts. No more sending bad prompts to the API and getting weird result back. You catch errors before they happen. I think that's pretty cool because you know we are using prompts in our backends as the AI wrappers, so you can always be sure your prompt is always okay. And here is what everything goes actually correct. You can see the code on top, subject, environment, camera settings, lighting, style, all structure, all typed, and then the arrow points down to the compile output. Yeah, it's actually a long samurai, bamboo forest at down, wide shot, low angle, 35mm lens, rim lighting, golden hour, cinematic, blah, blah. That's it. That's what gets sent to the AI. Okay, sorry. The SDK takes all your structured parameters and compiles them into the perfect prompt string. No typos, no missing commas, no wrong order. And if you are building an app that generates images like a design tool or creative platform, you can just use this SDK and let your users build prompts through a nice UI while the SDK handles all the formatting behind the scene. It's a developer tool that actually saves you much time. Actually, workflows is the next feature I like to mention. So here's the thing about real-world AI tasks. They are rarely just one prompt, right? Usually you need to do something like first analyze the input, then based on the analysis, generate something, then review what was generated, then format the final output. That's 4 prompts chained together, and each one depends on the output of the previous one. We call these workflows. Think of it like pipeline. Step 1 feeds into step 2, which feeds into step 3, and you can build really complex in this way, like a content creation pipeline or a code review workflow or customer support automation. The beauty of it is that each step is just a prompt, and because they are on Prompts.chat, they can be shared, reused, and improved by the community. You can actually take just one prompt of a workflow and use it and share it as well. Yeah, you don't have to build everything from scratch. Yeah, agent skills is another thing that's very famous nowadays, and I'm really excited about them as well. Okay, people are using AI coding assistants, think like Cloudy, Coding Terminal, Cursor, Windsurf, GitHub Copilot. These tools are amazing, but they don't know about your specific project, right? Agent skills do that. Agent skills, they actually, your coding agent don't know your coding conventions, your architecture decisions, your tech stack preferences. So you spend a lot of time explaining the same things over and over again. Agent skills solve this really well. A skill is basically a set of files, instructions, rules, context that you install into your coding assistant, into your project, actually. It's like giving your AI a manual for your specific project. And the cool part is anyone can create and share skills on Prompts.chat. So if someone has already created a great skill for, actually a lot of skill registries around. Yeah, let's say building a Next.js app or working with Prisma or writing React components, you can just install it and your AI immediately knows how to work in that context. It's very powerful. And Prompts.chat supports agent skills. And the change requests. Actually, I love pull requests. In GitHub, we have change requests. Sorry for the term. And so, in the software development, we have pull requests. Someone writes code, you review it, suggest change, they updated it and eventually it gets merged. It's a great system for collaboration. Well, we built the same thing for prompts. Someone writes a prompt on Prompts.chat, you try it and you think, hey, this is good, but it could even better if you added this constraint or change that wording or try this angle, I mean, in terms of the image prompt. So you submit a change request, the original author gets notified, reviews your suggestion, and can accept or decline it. That means prompts on our platform actually get better over time. They are not static. They evolve through community collaboration, just like open source code. I think this is how all AI knowledge should work, collaboratively, transparently, and openly. So here's a quick review of everything we have built, and I'm going to go through them quickly because we already talked about most of these. Type prompts, structured type-safe prompts, agent skills for coding assistance, change requests, collaboration on prompts, prompt masters. That's our leaderboard system where the top contributors get recognized. MCP integration. I'll talk about this more in a bit, but basically your AI tools can directly access prompts from our platform, and AI-powered semantic search, so you can search for prompts by meaning, not just keywords. There is a lot packed into this platform. We are adding more and more every day. So who is this all for? Well, first and foremost, developers. I'm a developer. So if you are building AI applications, Prompts.chat is a good tool you should know about. You have got the SDK for building type prompts programmatically. You have got agent skills for supercharging your coding agent assistance. You have got full REST API, so you can integrate prompts into your own apps. And here's something people don't always realize. Prompts.chat is not just a website, it's an infrastructure. You can build your entire prompt management layer on top of it, store your prompts, version them, serve them through an API, even use MCP server so that any AI tool can discover and use your prompts. For developers, like having NPM, but for AI prompts. But it's definitely not only for developers. That's important to me. Any non-tech person should be able to use this tool, right? If you're a teacher, a writer, a marketer, a student, anyone who uses AI, you can just come to Prompts.chat, browse through categories, find prompts that help you do your job better, and save them to your collections. You can follow categories you are interested in, like writing, coding, or education, and get a personalized feed on your new prompts. You can upload prompts that you think are good, which helps other people find the best ones. The whole platform is designed to be simple and beautiful. No technical knowledge required. Just find what you need and use it. Okay, and let me tell you about the discover and feed features, because I think really important for everyday users. When you open Prompts.chat, the discover page shows what's hot right now, feature prompts that our team has handpicked. Today's must upload prompts, the latest additions, recently updated ones, prompts with the most contributors. It's like a homepage that's always fresh, always showing you something interesting, and then there is your personal feed. Once you subscribe to categories, say you are interested in coding, creative writing, and data analysis, your feed shows you new prompts only from these categories. It's like your own personalized prompt newsletter. No noise, just the stuff you care about. And the collections is the one of the features that sounds simple, but it's actually super useful. When you find a prompt you like, you can bookmark it and add it to your collection, and then all your saved prompts are in one place. So let's say you are a content marketer. Over time, you build up a collection of prompts for writing blog posts, social media captions, email subject lines, SEO descriptions. That collection becomes your personal toolkit. And because everything is on the platform, the prompts in your collection keep getting better because other people are submitting change requests and improving them. So your toolkit improves automatically over time. I really like this idea. And here is the organizing things. We have full category system, hierarchical categories. So you have parent categories like development or writing or business, and then subcategories underneath. Each category has its own page with all the prompts in it. And then we have tags, colorful tags that you can attach to any prompt. Things like creative, technical, GPT-4, Gemini, Nano, Banana, or something. You can filter by text, search by text, combine categories and text together. The point is, when you have over 1,000 prompts, you need a good organization. Otherwise, it's just a chaos, as you know. And we have spent a lot of time making sure you can always find what you are looking for, even if you are not sure exactly what it's called. And here is something that I'm really proud of. Internationalization. Prompts.chat is not just in English. The entire platform, every button, every label, every message is translated into 70 languages Actually, I used AI to translate them, so there may be issues. Please open pull requests. So, and I want to be honest, as a non-native English speaker myself, this matters a lot to me. Not everyone in the world speaks English, right? But everyone deserves access to good AI prompts. So I worked hard to make them platform accessible to any people as possible. The prompts themselves are mostly in English because that's what most AI models work best with English. But entire user interface speaks your language. And here is something really important to me, and you know, is you can self-host entire thing, entire prompt chat. I know a lot of companies, especially in enterprise, they don't want their prompts on a public platform. They have special prompts for themselves, internal processes, sensitive data maybe. I totally understand that. So we made it possible to run your own instance of prompt chat. One command setups everything, npx, Prompts.chat, new, and your name, my prompt library, or whatever you want. That's it, and you'll have your own prompt library, and you can customize everything, your own branding, your own logo, your own colors, your own authentication providers. All the sponsorship things will be gone on your instance. And if you want to use your company's Azure login or Google login, blah blah, you can just enable them, and you can also disable public registration. And if you want to deploy it to AWS or Azure or whatever you want, it's okay, and all works. And your data will be staying with you. Is 100% open source, and I think that's really important thing in the age of AI, data privacy. So we also built clients for pretty much every platform. Actually, I say we because most of them built by the community members. I only built the iOS app and the Raycast plugin, I guess. We built all, so we have a native iOS app built with Swift UI. Actually feels really nice. If you are familiar with Instagram, you can see all the generated videos like stories. And by the way, the iOS app works with any custom server. If you are self-hosting your own Prompts.chat instance, the iOS app can connect to your server, so it will be all yours. And then we have a browser extensions, Chrome and Firefox. You can access your prompts from any web page. We have a Raycast extension for quick access on Mac, and a CLI tool that run npx prompt.chat from your terminal, and it will be running. And we have a Cloud Code plugin, so Cloud can use your prompts directly. And we have an MCP server and a full REST API, so you can build literally anything on top of it. The idea is simple. Your prompts should be available wherever you are, not locked in one website. Actually, let me give you a trick. If you write prompts.chat/prompts.json, you will be having entire database in just one JSON. You can just download it and use anywhere. Let me tell more about the MCP server, because I think it's one of the most powerful features. MCP stands for, as you know, probably Model Context Protocol, is very famous now. It's basically a standard way to AI tools to discover and use external resources. Prompts.chat has a built-in MCP server. Actually, most of the MCP servers don't provide prompts, but Prompts.chat almost serve prompts with it. So what does this mean in practice? It means any AI tool that supports MCP Cloud, for example, can directly browse your prompts, search through them, and use them. It even supports variables. So if your prompt has a variable like language or topic, etc., the AI can fill that automatically. And it supports MCP elicitations for inputs as well. So it will, for example, if you are using VS Code connected to Prompts.chat, you can just reuse a prompt and the inputs will be filled with a nice UI. And we have a search prompts tool that lets the AI search for relevant prompts by keyword, by category, by tag. So imagine you are using Cloud and you find me a good code review prompt, and it will search the Prompts.chat database to find a good one. And also there are few tools that saves your skills into your accounts. So you can just say backup your all your backup your skills into Prompts.chat and share. Well, coming to the end, I want to show you something that's really special to me personally. I built Prompts.chat Kids. This is a free interactive section of platform that teaches children aged 8 to 14 how to communicate with AI. It's actually a game. It's designed as a pixel art adventure. There is this character called Promi. You can see the little robot on the slides. And Promi guides kids through lessons about what prompts are, how to write good ones, how to be safe with AI. It's completely free, completely open source, and it's available in 16 languages. Because I believe, very strongly believe, that kids need to learn this stuff early. AI is going to be the huge part of their lives, right? Not ours, but they live into they burn into the AI era. So they learn how to communicate with effectively and safely. The better prepared they'll be. So, and honestly, building this was one of the most rewarding things I have done, because there was too many mails from teachers and parents about this. So it was really rewarding. So why are we doing all of this? What's the point? The point is this: AI grows and is growing fast. More and more people need to know how to talk to AI, not just developers, not just tech people, everyone, teachers, doctors, lawyers, students, artists, small business owners, everyone. And I believe there should be a free, open place where everyone can come learn, share, and discover how to communicate with AI. Not a locked platform, a free, community-driven place. That's what Prompts.chat is, and it will always be free and open as I live. That's not just a business decision. It's just a principle for me, as you know, I'm an open source person. Yeah. Okay. That's it from me. Thank you so much for listening all of this. I hope I gave you a good sense of what Prompts.chat is and why we think it matters. If you are interested, please go to Prompts.chat and explore. Star us on GitHub and contribute, please. And I hope, I hope it's good for you. And if you want to contribute, you can just write a prompt, submit a change request, translate something, build a client, or fix a bug. And actually, I'd like to have you in the community. The more people contribute, the better it gets, as you know, any other project. And I want to emphasize something. Everything on Prompts.chat is licensed under CC 01.0 universal. That means it's public domain, no attribution required. You can use it however you want, for any purpose, commercial or not.
Amazing.
No string attached. So yeah, thank you again. Yeah, that's all I can say. If you have questions after the talk, just reach me out from LinkedIn. I will be happy to answer your questions.
Thank you so much, F. This is amazing. I love the kids project. Like that's really great. And you're absolutely correct. Like this, what's happening now is gonna impact how our kids work. If they wanna come, whether they wanna grow up to be an engineer or not.
Yeah.
Like I think in the future, everyone needs to have this set of skills. This is such a good project. I can't believe that, like, a labor of love. I know you said it's free, but I'm going to share the sponsor button, because if you're using it and you want to give back and you can't give back with a contribution or code, or, you know, then you can sponsor F. so that he can continue to build these awesome projects. For technical contributions to the project itself, is there anything in particular that you're looking at? I heard you about the translations, and I'm gonna go in and also take a look and see if, like maybe I can help there. But what else is an area of particular interest for you for the community to sort of show up?
Yeah, actually, I need help on self-hosting. Actually, I built the self-host available for everyone and every company, but I can't test if it works in every platform. So if you can contribute me on Dockerizing the thing, and if actually Dockerized myself, but I'm not sure. I'm not a Docker person. So if people can help us to build this containerization, it would be awesome.
That's awesome. Okay, so if you're a container geek, like that's your world, you can contribute to the project. I wanted to ask you, since obviously you started the project now, there is like thousands upon thousands of prompts there. But has there been something in particular that you see in a contribution by the community, or maybe something that you came up with yourself? Which, by the way, I love sort of like the type safety thing for the prompts. Like that is so cool. Something in particular that you've seen that the community contributed that you're like, that's a really good one. I mean, I know they're all good and they're all like handcrafted, but I don't know if there is some in particular that you can call out that were like clever for you.
Yeah, actually, the browser extensions were like, oh my god, this one is cool, because I opened the entire database. I only keep the user database. Any other prompts in prompts part, everything is open. So one of the guys from the community built the Firefox and Chrome extensions.
Amazing.
Which looks better than the actual site. So I actually envied a bit, but I love it. I love them. So I'm actually using them as well. So yeah, and people are just throwing me some ideas, and I just write AI to build them. And actually, ideas become contribution right now. So so ideas would be enough as well.
I love that. Okay, so ideas, and then how are you talking to folks in the community? Is there a Discord server, or do you have discussions enabled on the how are people like talking about what's going on with the project?
I don't think, because I closed it because there was some spam, so I closed it.
Yeah,
But in,
so hard.
but in the issues page, we are really active on that page.
Okay, perfect. All right. And then, I mean, you have the page is amazing. The Prompts.chat website as well. I'm going to share that here so that people can go in and take a look and read some of the testimonials that you have there, because they're amazing. And then if folks want to get started contributing, they know to go to GitHub, to the repo, and read the instructions of contributions, of course, and then go back and give a contribution. And if you don't have time and you've been using this and you love it, then you can also sponsor us. That's another way you can contribute to the project. I love it. This is amazing. So what's next for Prompts.chat? What's in the horizon?
Actually, I don't know.
I love it. It's whatever the community, right? You said it best. You were like, this isn't my project. Yeah, no.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking of adding some maybe OpenClaw things. I don't know, and it's not clear. I'm trying to find some shareable things from OpenClaw. Actually, there are many repositories collects OpenClaw things, but I'm trying to find a nice way and useful way to share them as well. I don't know how, but I'm just thinking. If you have some cool ideas, just open an issue or something, or just write me from LinkedIn. Let's talk.
I love it. Okay, that's amazing. Thank you so much for coming by and showing us this really great project. Folks, you know what to do now. Like, especially, I appreciate that, like, the word of the day, I call y'all container geeks.
Yeah.
A nerd. But thank you to the friends on LinkedIn that are joining. I posted the links over there as well. Thanks for bearing with me while I got them. An open Claude section would be cool. The people are speaking. So hey, reach out and ideate, and then maybe it becomes a thing.
Yeah, makes sense.
This was delightful. I'm gonna put both my kids on that Prompts.chat kids.
I'd like to hear your feedback as well.
I have the age group. I have a 9 and a 14. I'm 13. So
nice.
Yeah, like they're right in between. And they could not be less interested in technology if they tried.
Wow.
But this is a fun way for them to try it.
Yeah.
So awesome. Thank you so much, Ev. Please come back. You have to come back and show us your other project, TechStream, which I'm a personal fan of. That's like as if you weren't busy enough. You have another open source project that just called like Twitter Tech on Fire. And it's been so very useful, just like this one. So thank you for everything you do for open source. We're so grateful to have you.
You too.
All right. We'll catch you next time. And for those of you who are watching, don't forget to go by the repo. I'm going to put it on the screen one more time, because if you have not gone, first of all, you can follow F on X, and he's quite active. And that's where you get to see when he shares really cool projects like the one I was mentioning that literally saved my desk from having waste of space using a prompter, because he just totally made this a solution now that I love and use. But if you use Prompts.chat, go to the repo, leave a star. If you never heard of it, you don't even know what it is, go to the repo, leave a star. And if there are ways that you can contribute and you do end up contributing, whether it be a PR, you end up sponsoring, you got to tell me, because I love to be able to recognize you in some way, TBD. But I appreciate you being here. Come back later at 3 p.m. We'll have Mitchell Hachimoto from Ghosty and Bouch. It's going to be joined by two of the best people in the world, Abby Cabs and Helen, core WordPress maintainers. So anyways, no pressure. Come by later at 3 and watch that second Open Source Friday. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here today. And we will catch you next time. I'm going to leave you with, let's see what kind of song I leave you. I don't have a vibed exit, but I will leave you with some really fun news. The news of third-party agents and the way that you can now use Claude and Codex and GitHub all in one platform. Take care. Catch you in a couple of hours.
With GitHub Copilot, you can shift your development tasks from sequential to simultaneous with the agent of your choice in Agent HQ. The Agents tab on GitHub is where you can manage all your Cloud Agent sessions. From here, you can assign ad hoc tasks to Copilot, to Claude by Anthropic, to Codex, or to a custom agent. We can also use this tool to monitor our tasks, all from one centralized location on GitHub. Now, most change requests come via issues, and you can assign issues directly to an agent like Copilot, Codex, or Claude. Choose the branch you wish to use as the base, and again the agent you want, and let the agent do the rest. Inspiration can strike from anywhere, including away from your desktop. We can manage agents and even assign tasks right from GitHub Mobile. Given that developers spend the bulk of their time in an IDE, it's natural to expect to have access to the same functionality from there. In VS Code, you can orchestrate all your agent sessions, local and cloud, from your IDE. Just like before, we can assign to Claude or Codex or to Copilot using a custom agent or specified model. These tools allow you to assign and manage parallel coding agent sessions all within your existing workflow.